This is some seriously exciting news right here. One of my favorite top 3 electric vehicles in production right now is reportedly coming to Europe, Canada, America, and potentially even Australia within the next 18 months. I made a video about this electric car a couple of months ago, and seriously, it blew my mind. It's awesome. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to have you here. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. If you are new, make sure you check out some of the 1,200 videos we've made over the last, 11 months, I think it's been since we started this channel. By the way, one of my most important videos is a video where I talk about where the automotive industry will be in 2030. I'm going to make some slight adjustments and changes to that video. I'm going to make a version 2 very soon. But if you want to see version 1, I'll put a link in the description below to that video. I'll put a link in the description below to the video I made about the Zeekr 001, the car that I'm going to talk about to you today, the car that's coming. You'll be able to buy it. I'm convinced 100% that you will be able to. I'm going to explain to you why it's legit. And you know what? If I can get one, I probably will. So, link in the description below to the video on the Zeekr 001. At the 2020 Beijing Auto Show, Lynk & Co unveiled their Zero concept, which became the Zeekr 001. It's currently on sale in China. Zeekr is a Chinese purely electric vehicle brand owned by Geely. And well, as you know, as at least some of you know anyway, Geely own Volvo and Polestar. And by the way, Lynk & Co is already on sale in Europe. The brand they own, that's the other brand that they own. So in other words, Geely own 3 car brands which are already on sale in much of Europe, in the US. I know you don't have Lynk & Co in the US, but you do have Volvo and Polestar and Canada as well. Same goes for Australia. So what we're hearing now from the company, from Geely, is that they can just use their existing dealerships to sell these Zeekr electric cars. Why wouldn't they? I mean, it's an awesome vehicle that people are going to want. So it makes total sense. Here's a little bit about Zeekr. They were founded in March 2021 as a premium brand for battery-powered vehicles by the Geely Group to compete against NIO and Tesla, among others. I have no idea why they think it's necessary to have 4 different brands all making electric cars. I think it just confuses people. But anyway, the Chinese love to have lots of brands. It's a very Chinese thing. In December of 2021, so only a few months ago, Geely announced that Zeekr would be collaborating with Waymo to develop an all-electric autonomous ride-hailing vehicle for the US. In January 2022, a cooperation between Zeekr and Mobileye was announced. The aim of this is to have level 4 autonomous driving in production by 2024. Now, the origins of the brand, right? I'm not sure I like this, but anyway, it's made up from the name Generation Z or Generation Z and the term geek. So it's a reference to geeks and Generation Z or Generation Z, however you pronounce that. So there you go. Currently, the only vehicle they have is the 001, which is based on the SEA platform and has an 800 volt operating voltage. It supports rapid charging at 360 kilowatt. That would make it the fastest charging car, well, in Europe and the US, Canada, and Australia. Not in China. There are faster charging vehicles in China. The company says you can replenish the battery pack for 120 kilometers of range or 75 miles in only 5 minutes. In addition to that, I think this is the most important news. And I find this, to be honest, very exciting to hear. This is the kind of stuff that I tell you guys and I'm like, it's coming, trust me. And then I hear it and I go, yes, here it is. Zeekr promised the battery will have a lifespan of 2 million kilometers or 1,242,742 miles. In addition, they say they're going to have 2,200 charging stations, which obviously will have 360 kilowatt charging, with over 20,000 charging facilities planned for the brand by the end of 2023. If you look at the specs, you can see this is one of the most advanced electric vehicles currently on the face of planet Earth. It comes with a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, a range of 712 kilometers or 442 miles, a 0 to 62 mile per hour or 0 to 100 kilometer time of 3.8 seconds, and a 200 kilometer plus top speed. There is 3 different models though. The top end model has a dual motor all-wheel drive setup with 400 kilowatt or 536 horsepower and 768 newton meters of torque. It can accelerate from 0 to 100 0.3 seconds quicker than the Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo's 4.1 seconds. Now there's 3 different models here. You can see those on the screen. There's the base model, comes with a single motor, 200 kilowatt motor, 384 newton meters of torque. So they're using the same motor in the all-wheel drive version to power both the front and the back wheels. What about the size? Well, here is where for me and for many of you, it would be perfect because there's not a lot of big electric cars. It's quite long. It's nearly 5 meters, 4,970 millimeters, so only 30 millimeters shy of being 5 meters long. It's wide, 2 meters wide, literally 2,000 millimeters, and it's 1,548 millimeters high with a wheelbase of 3 meters or 3,005 millimeters. In other words, to be honest, for me, it's like the perfect size. I can fit my bikes in the back, my kids' bikes in the back. I can fit, all kinds of stuff when you go on holidays. I really like the size and dimensions of this vehicle. It's kind of like a station wagon cross SUV. Really kind of perfect shape and size for so many people's needs. And currently, Geely doesn't offer another electric vehicle. Really, no one offers another electric vehicle in this size. It's kind of like a Kia EV6, but bigger. So topelectricsuv.com, by the way, check that website out. It's a great website. Says the Zeekr 001's battery pack comes from CATL and from Weirui. In addition, Weirui supply the electric motors. Here's some other interesting news, right? Zeekr or Geely are so confident in the quality of this electric car that they're actually offering a lifetime warranty. What that means, I have no idea, but lifetime sounds pretty damn good, whatever it is. So how does this work? Well, Weirui manufactured the standard 86 kilowatt hour battery pack that goes into the standard range version, and CATL produced the bigger 100 kilowatt hour battery pack. Now I'm curious if this will be using CATL's new cell-to-pack architecture, which they say is 14% more energy dense than Tesla's 4680 packs, which means that, well, they have 260 watt per kilogram in terms of their energy density, which means that they're really quite incredible technology packs. If you want to check out the video I made about those, I'll put a link in the description below to that video as well. Check it out. It's exciting stuff because it actually goes into the incredible advancements in LFP technology going on all over the world, but in particular at CATL. Apparently, Borg Warner has worked with Geely and Zeekr to produce this car. They supply the vehicle's coolant heater, which helps to maintain a consistent temperature inside the battery pack and its cells, which leads to the company claiming that it can do 2 million kilometers of range, or 2 million kilometers of distance in total. The coolant heater maintains an ideal cabin temperature and uses a thick film element, or TFE, and its heating elements are immersed in coolant to keep power losses in check. So power losses in hot and cold climates should be limited by this new technology. In addition to the specs I've just given you, apparently they're going to make a plaid version, won't really be called plaid, but I just called it that, a super quick version. This version will use a new top-of-the-line U dual motor, which will be newly configured. And it's going to give this vehicle, apparently, Tesla Model S Plaid, legit Tesla Model S Plaid acceleration. They're aiming for 2.1 seconds, 0 to 62 or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, which is crazy. If they actually achieve that, this would be my perfect car. Don't get me wrong, I'd also love a Tesla Model X Plaid, but don't see those coming anytime soon to Australia either, and they're pretty far out of my price range. This probably would be too, to be honest, in the plaid version, but hey, it's exciting to think that these cars are going to exist. Also, you got to love the interior. I love the fact it's very much inspired by the current look in a lot of Chinese electric cars, very minimalist, very like Teslas as well, very minimalist, very simple, very kind of stylish, very nice, much better than a lot of the Japanese vehicles that you see now, which are still kind of very buttony and very old school and very kind of analog looking in my view. So in the inside, it's actually got frameless doors, a 14.7 inch head-up display, 8.8 inch fully digital instrument cluster, and a 15.4 inch central touchscreen. Perfect for me. I love the heads-up display. To me, I think heads-up displays are awesome. And interestingly, I just made a video about the fact that Tesla owners say that's one of the top 3 things they wish they had in their Teslas, a heads-up display. Let me know if you agree in the comment section below. In addition, apparently it has doors that will open when you approach the car. It knows you're coming, senses the key, I'm guessing, and then opens the door for you. Other cool things this car has, right? Air suspension and electromagnetic shock absorption system. So those two combined, I think, would make this car have a pretty damn nice ride. Just look at that interior. Damn, that looks really nice. I really like it. Zeekr say to ensure that early adopters of the brand are satisfied customers, which will help it establish a good reputation in the market. Zeekr will improve cars with software updates through their life cycle. On March 23rd, 2022, the brand released its first Zeekr Operating System 2.0 to replace Operating System 1.1.1 with improvements and new features. According to a report from autohome.com.cn, the version 2 vehicle software covers 33 ECU units. The updated version brings 5 new functions and optimizes 59 functions as well. So clearly they mean what they say. They're not just doing what a lot of car companies do. Yeah, we're going to give you all these updates. It's going to be amazing. And then nothing happens. So looks like that's the real deal. One of the cool things about building cars from the ground up as electric vehicles like this is you can have problems with them, right? Which is pretty normal. I mean, every company has recalls, lots of them. You just don't hear about them. I've looked at the list, they're a mile long. But the problem is most of those car companies spend literally hundreds of millions of dollars on these recalls. They've got to bring the cars back in, but Geely, very similar to Tesla, they've been able to solve their first problem straight away. So early customers were facing problems with respect to manually locking the electric operated doors. The update, over-the-air update, solved that problem, allowing owners to open and close the doors manually. Now, apparently the update also enables the windows to roll up automatically after the car is locked. That's kind of cool. I like that idea. So if you forget to roll the windows back up, it just does it for you automatically. In addition, more features have been added to the car for free. Music light shows, songs, 5G network switch, 3D transparent car models, among other things that sound like mostly gimmicks to me, but anyway, still cool. So what's the price? Well, here is the kicker. The price, if it's anything like what it is in China, is amazing for this size and performance vehicle. It's too good to be true. I mean, if you're in China, buy one. Seriously. The price. Okay. 3 variants were launched in 2021. The dual motor version, single motor, and the luxury dual motor. Prices start at $44,000 for the single motor and rise to around about $55,000 for the premium dual motor version. So the dual motor version in between, I think, is around about $49,000 US. Honestly, it's a legit bargain. I mean, you're getting a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, right? With a lifetime warranty, 2 million, they're saying it'll give you 2 million kilometers. It's 5 meters long. It's 2 meters wide. It's a big car and it comes with an incredible level of specifications. If they can price these anything like this in the US, in Australia, in Canada and Europe, where they plan on selling these vehicles, then wow, they will have a winner. They'll sell out very quickly in my view. So what about production? TopElectricSUV.com says, series production of the Zeekr 001 began on October the 19th, 2021, and customer deliveries in China commenced on the 23rd of that month. The first 50 customers got their first Zeekr 001 outside the production facility. And in November of 2021, Zeekr delivered 2,012 units of the 001 SUV. Then in December of 2021, Zeekr delivered 3,800 units, nearly doubling production versus the previous month, which marks a monthly growth rate of 89%. I'm just looking at the vehicle again while I'm recording this and damn, it looks really good. On January the 27th, Zeekr confirmed via Twitter that the brand had recorded their 10,000th Zeekr 001 rolling off the production line only 99 days after the first one. So that's a pretty good production run rate, which they're clearly improving. We have no idea how far they're going to go in terms of how many they're going to be able to deliver and build. But if they're planning on selling them in all those different countries, continents, clearly they have to be planning for upping their production numbers. Surely they must know they're onto a winner. I mean, look at this thing. It's amazing. Geely's SEA electric car platform that underpins the Zeekr 001 and will be utilized for the next generation smart SUV coming from the company and Volvo city car projects. So this is essentially a Volvo, but with a different brand, with different specs, different size, different motors. Same company, right? Interestingly, right, I was able to find out that we do have some sales numbers for 2025. Geely claims Zeekr will contribute 650,000 units to its annual sales every year by 2025. 650,000 annually from Zeekr by 2025. To grow sales to that level, Zeekr will have to launch, obviously, a couple of models and expand operations to cover their overseas markets. So the next model they appear to be about to sell is called the Zeekr 002 electric MPV. You can see it here. Looks practical and it looks electric. Looks kind of funky, I guess. I don't know. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comment section below what you think. I don't think I'd buy one, but I can imagine why people would. And people do love the new Volkswagen Combi electric, so this could be a rival to that. That would be cool. So what about their level 4 autonomous capability? Well, Zeekr claim it's coming in 2024. In further developments along with Intel's Mobileye, Zeekr will introduce a new electric vehicle, and apparently most of their models in 2024 will have level 4 autonomous driving capability. With level 4, the vehicle can execute all driving tasks in nearly all conditions without needing driver attention. And there's no true level 4 autonomous vehicle on the road today. It doesn't exist. Of course, there are Waymo ride-hailing vehicles, but those vehicles are geo-fenced within certain areas. So it's not really level 4, depending on your definition. I would say it's not level 4. So whether or not they actually are able to achieve that, who knows? But you know what? It's coming to the market sooner or later. Now, in an interview with Bloomberg in April 2021, the CEO of Zeekr revealed that the brand plans to go global within the next couple of years. European countries are the first targeted overseas markets, unfortunately. Yep, America and Australia, we need to get our emissions targets lower so that they have incentive to come here. And later, the US and Canada will also get Zeekr EVs. I imagine they plan on building those in the US, because if they don't, they'd have to pay a 25% tariff on Chinese-built electric cars. And I don't think they'd want to do that. So I imagine they're going to probably send all the parts over to the US and then have assembly factories in the US and Canada potentially as well. They've said that they're going to focus on the Chinese market this year and enter the European market by the end of 2022. Then they said, North America is our plan for the next step after Europe. That will happen after 2022. We'll announce our plans for North America in the short-term future. So there you go. They're coming soon. You got to say, even if you have to wait 1 or 2 years for one of these, I think the wait would be worth it. I mean, look at the specifications. Everything I've told you just sounds amazing. And you know what? I've got to say, I'm genuinely excited to see Zeekr vehicles on the road. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know in the comment section below. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.